Hello and good morning. This is Ray Eason with the Ancient Tree of Life channel. It is currently 8:18 in the morning at February 25th, 2020. So today is Tuesday. Today I want to talk a bit about our theme, which has been Pisces, but more so using Pisces and as a lens for meditation. So we're going to talk a bit about meditation, the importance of it, and how to use it during this Piscean time frame. If you haven't already done so, go ahead and click on the link below and click on the Ancient Tree of Life channel, and go ahead and go over to the YouTube channel and subscribe there for this video and other full-length videos in their entirety. You also get notifications when new videos do come out, like this one. So during this particular time frame, Pisces, you may be feeling, because I'm going through this, a little bit sensitive, more in touch or emotional about a portion or an aspect of your life, your needs, your wants, your expectations, maybe even some of the things that you have been through in life that have caused you to respond emotionally in a certain way. Once again, Pisces represents a very sensitive, emotional, tender time frame. It's almost as if, I was thinking about this just a few seconds ago, it's as if right before spring, before the seeds start to open, because the earth is warming up. There must be something that happens before that to make those seeds decide to open up after the long winter, decide to become more sensitive and receptive of the sun so that they may grow, right? So maybe that's what's happening to us at this moment. In addition to, I've heard there's a Mercury retrograde going on. I have not confirmed this. Not that there's not a Mercury retrograde, just how it affects this particular time frame. I'm more so just focusing on Pisces. So if Pisces leaves us more emotional, more tender, more soft, right, then we must learn to interact with it on a soft level. We cannot be victimized by our vulnerability. We can't retaliate against our vulnerability, because then we lose the purpose or the meaning behind this particular time frame, which is only about 28 to 30 months, right? There's a lesson in it. There's a lesson in each and every astrological time frame that we go in. It's internal and it's also external, but we fine-tune ourselves or tune ourselves internally in order to see and interact with that which is happening externally. Microcosm, macrocosm, as above, so below, right? So during this particular time frame, when you're doing your meditations, you may be feeling a little bit edgy going into a meditation, almost like, I almost want to say unsafe, or just like there's something a little bit off, right? Like maybe a little bit of a small fear, anxiety, right? So let's use those three words, unsafe, fear, and anxiety. You might be feeling that going into a meditation, and therefore you begin to focus on that in your meditation, and it may make you want to come out of the meditation because you don't feel like you can do it right now. Or if you decide to face the vulnerability, the fear, the anxiety, or the unsafeness, and you use that as the key to get through the door or the doorway or the pathway of this particular time frame, it can open up other aspects of your psycho-emotional state, which allow you to intuit and interpret what's going on inside of you, the changes, and the changes that are being stimulated from the outside, right? Life, right? So in my last video, I talked about how using the vulnerability as a guide into the meditation during Pisces, and I still feel that's applicable now, because over the last few days I've been testing this, and I actually did a meditation last night, and the same thing happened. I felt a sort of a vulnerability. I felt just there was something there, right? And so what I did, I used this to guide myself through into the meditation, and that allowed me in through a different vibration. And that's really what you're doing. You're entering your meditation or your meditative state on a different vibration, almost like on another horse or on another steed or on another vessel. You're riding into these different realms, this other aspect of you on a different vibration. And that's really what we're talking about here, are these different vibrations and how we mix with them and how they interact with us, right? And how they guide us and help us to grow, right? So when it comes down to meditation, there are two different ways you can do a meditation. You can do a meditation where you completely black out, where you're not focusing on anything. And that's when you focus on your breathing and you let your breathing be your focal point, because it's extremely hard, especially in the beginning, to totally not think or hear voices in your head, or to have the chatter going on in the background, right? To have that chatter in your meditative state in your head. So focusing on your breathing is a great way to sort of get around that chatter, because now you're hearing yourself breathing instead of hearing the chatter, right? You are feeling yourself breathing, so you have something to focus on, and the oxygen going into your system is making you feel a certain way as well. It's affecting your body, it's affecting your head, right? It's putting you in that different state. That's one way to do a meditation. The other way is to do where it's almost like you're using certain words or symbols, or you're using certain things in order to direct your meditation. You're actually guiding your meditation with your own thoughts, or your own these symbols that you use, or you're using creative visualization in order to create something. And neither one of these are bad, right? But there is a difference between the two. This latter meditation that I talked about, where you're doing creative visualizations, this is where you actually start to, sometimes you'll think of something, put a picture in your mind, and then the following day or the following couple of days, it'll happen in life. You'll see it, it'll pop up, right? Because you've painted a picture, and the energy sort of has to collect around that picture in order to express itself, depending on how strong your ability is to do this, right? Then there is the other meditation where you're completely blanked or blacked out, focusing on your breathing and your breath. And this totally is a different type of meditation, because now you're not thinking of anything. If the universe already has a program, already has a system, already has things that are happening, and you are in that particular system, and you are in this deep breathing, meditative, focusing on your breath state, you're going to receive information from the universe as opposed to projecting or transmitting information, right? So you're going to receive information that's around you, that may be coming towards you, that may be going to affect you, right? And the reason we have these senses, this intuition, or these higher senses, is at a core base, simplistic view or term, is survival. We are a species that has survived, and we've used our senses and our tools in order to survive. Our senses give us alerts. They let us know when danger's coming. They let us know when good things are coming. They keep us in contact with people that are far away through subtle vibrations of love. So our senses are a part of our human psyche, and they allow us to survive and persist. And the more we work on these, the more we get better, right? So during this particular time frame of Pisces, what I want you to do is, this is one of your exercises, is to meditate. If you feel the vulnerability going into a meditation, you're just like, I can't do this doesn't feel right, ask yourself why. During Pisces, you need to really address and confront those feelings that make you feel uncomfortable, and ask yourself, why do you feel this way? What are you? Why did I feel this way? Why have I felt this way? Ask yourself questions, right? And when you start asking yourself questions, you'll start getting answers. They may not come immediately, but you'll start addressing those fears, the anxieties, the vulnerability. You'll start addressing the things that are causing you to be afflicted. And once you start giving them names, definitions, labels, situations, or events when they happen, you can contend with them. And once you can contend with them, you can master them, and they will no longer give you as much of a problem as they did before. And that's the trick, you guys. That's really what you want to do during this particular time frame, is to learn to master or control these, and you'll never really control, but to master and be in tune with these other aspects of yourself that have occurred by cause and effect, by negative situations happening in your life, by sad situations happening in your life, by situations of love and happiness coming into your life. Those are very powerful and strong, and when built upon, those become great psycho-emotional tools and abilities. Mastering your negativity, conquering it, slaying the slayer or the ego, so to speak, is a great tool in your belt because it allows you to always have control over any event that ever happens in your life. And that's what it's really about. So once again, you guys, thanks for watching. If you have any comments, any questions, if you have questions about how to meditate, or or anything about astrology or the Piscean time frame or any time frame, go ahead and contact me, reach out, comment below. Remember to like me on Facebook, Instagram, follow me on YouTube, subscribe to my channel. We're doing some awesome things there. And you guys have a great day. Let me know how your meditations go, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.